hardcore boxing news, and that's what's up, man. And that's what's up, man. Okay, you gonna come on here and just break news just like that, huh?
This is Dollar.
Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news. What you got going on, bro? We out of here. Hey, it's your boy Jay, hardcore boxing news, and I got my guy, brother Marv. What's up with you, man?
Hey, man, everything good, man. Just getting ready for this trip. You know what I'm saying?
Where you going? Oh, you going to
Dubai.
Dubai. You lucky dog, you. When y'all leaving?
It's gonna be next month sometimes, probably at the end.
Okay.
I'm looking forward to that. You know, and we're gonna do some good stuff, man.
I'm gonna need a souvenir. Bring me some sand back or something.
I might bring a little more than something back, like, you know.
Yeah, hey, sand from another country is cool too. I ain't mad at it.
Mm-hmm. Well, I probably have to put it in one of my shoes or something. You know?
Yeah, I'm gonna get over there one day, man. I definitely want to try Dubai, man. They say it's a amazing place, so I do want to check it out.
Yeah, so man, we've been preparing for that. You know what I'm saying, man? We're gonna go over and take over. We're gonna do a takeover, man.
And y'all go over there and win, man, and shoot, you can write your own check.
Hey,
for that.
I don't go nowhere without thinking I'm gonna win, man. Come on.
It's ain't no use of going if you don't.
Yeah, for real. You know. Right.
Yeah, that's what's up, man, for sure. All right, who up in here so far? Ain't a whole bunch of people, but I know they're gonna be rolling in here. I see we had Real Prison Talk with Tommy in the building. Justin James, look like one of our guys about to come in here too. Let me see who we got in here. Bruce Goose, what's up, Bruce?
For real, brothers, what's up?
What's up, Bruce?
Good to see you, man. How was your weekend?
It was a good weekend, man. A lot of boxing yesterday, all day affair.
Mm-hmm.
I even fell asleep during boxing yesterday, but I woke up and caught the remainder. But I mean, it was a long day for boxing, and that's what I did on Saturday. That's what I do every time boxing is on like that. But no, it was fun stuff, man. You know, there was some fun fights on there.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, the one I wanted to see we didn't get, but that's boxing for you, man. Yeah.
I was impressed by Austin Williams, man. That bow leg, tough guy, man. You know, both of them were stand-up fighters, man, throwing a lefty against a righty.
Mm-hmm.
Good action, and the decision was deplorable.
No headbutts.
Well, the scoring at the end, man, they gave Williams like a real big unanimous decision, like 118-112 kind of scores, and it was close in my opinion. It could have been a draw. It was that close.
But then, you said it was a righty against a lefty, and there wasn't no headbutts.
I didn't know. I didn't catch any headbutts. They were both stand-up boxers, you know, standing straight up. Not a lot of infighting, not a lot of going in and clinching. It was an interesting fight, and this Voley, 10 years older than Williams, and you could see the the seasoning that he had. He held off in the beginning, and he was coming on towards the end of after the 6th round. You know, really made it nice. And then of course you got to talk about the return of Edgar Berlanga against that fucking dude. 9.5 years on armed robbery, blew up to over 300 pounds while he was in the joint, and they put him in a co-main event. That stunk the joint out, man. That was terrible.
Yeah, that was definitely funky, man. You know what I mean? And Berlanga came in there looking like a fat boy, looking like roly-poly, you know.
Well, the other dude, man, Gonzalez Ortiz, when I saw the weigh-in, and his stomach is like an old man's stomach. I mean, it's not going to be washboard. below the belly button, you get the crease in there, and I mean, it's like this is not what a professional athlete is supposed to look like, especially not going in there against the next big thing.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, they was trying to make some money. You know, made a couple dollars until something else came up.
Yeah, but how do you go from Canelo to that though?
Exactly.
Money.
I don't even see what type of money he could have made off of that. Well, from my understanding, that was the end of his contract with Matchroom. So we're gonna see if he's gonna re up with them or what. You think he might re up with them?
I don't pay too much attention to what's going on behind the scenes anymore. You know, I just I pay attention to the fighting. I watch the actual boxing.
Yeah, I could dig it, but yeah, for the sake of YouTube, I end up talking about it all, man.
But you know, it's funny. It's funny you mentioned that though. It's his last fight with Matchbox, and they would put him in there with a tomato can like that, where they're leaving him. You know, he's leaving Matchbox with a bad taste on his mouth. You know, he's looking like he's not leaving there with a great victory. They got who would you last fight? Oh, I fought this guy Gonzalez Ortiz.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, but he got the win. So they were showing him that even though they knew he wasn't in shape, they get a win for him. Maybe he'll sign back up again.
That's one way of looking at it. But wasn't he with Golden Boy before he was with Matchroom?
I told you, I don't. Shit, man.
I think he was with Golden Boy. Somebody in the chat, correct me if I'm wrong, because I'm trying to think where would he go after this. You know what I mean? Because he was with Oscar, left Oscar, went to Matchroom. I can't see him going to PBC, but who knows? We got Justin James in the building. We got Aunt McQueen in the building. We got the Tavern in the building. Melanin Queen in the building.
Hey, that's my brother Mad Chad. I think he's over 50. Drop him a link.
Okay. Which one? The guy at the Tavern? And then real prison talk with Tommy. He's in here. As long as y'all over 50 and over, hit the link. You gotta be 50 and over.
Man, I'll tell you, 50 and over. So somebody's talking to me today. They're saying, "Oh, back in 1995, 30 years ago." I said, 30 years ago, 1995.
It's 30 years ago. That's crazy.
Holy
shit. For real. Man.
What, I must have been sleeping.
All right, Rip Van Winkle.
I missed a long time, 30 years, man. They're talking about the old days in 1995. I'm saying, shit.
Man.
Yeah, it's crazy when I realized that I have friends. I have my best friends and I are all been friends for over 40 years now. So that's crazy. Hey, I'm about to bring a new addition to the old timers, man. He just turned 50 about 2 weeks ago, man. Let's bring in Tampa Tommy, man.
What's up, gentlemen? How you doing?
Welcome.
Hey, how you doing, bro? How you? Congratulations.
I waited like 2 years to come on the show, man. I'm honored.
Sometimes a blessing is a curse, man.
You know what's crazy, man? You done did so much, man. You got married. You done had a new baby, and now you're on the Old Timers show. Mad Chad, I need to see your face, man.
No, Matt. Oh, he's here. Matt, no, he told me he's driving back from Boston.
Okay, but I gotta at least see that it's him first, because I don't do that anymore because what happened to me.
You get Pigeon coming on here and flashing a dick pic or some shit like that.
Yeah, somebody did. No, it wasn't no pic. It was the actual blicky. You know what I mean? So now I need to see the person before I bring them in, Jack. And I got to see him backstage first before I bring them in. That's just my rules. You know what I mean? I stick with them now. You know what I mean? I'm not, because the person had their name and everything of somebody that's normally in our chat. But when you when I brought them in, it wasn't that actual person. You know,
who they clone, Jay? Who they clone?
I think it was BJ 33. It was, I can't remember exactly who it was, man, but they used somebody that normally be in the chat. They used their avatar, but it wasn't actually them. You know what I mean? So now when I
Oh,
break,
that's Jay. That's Mad Chad for sure. You got my word.
I gotta see them first. That's just my
His
rule.
cam is broken.
Yeah,
No, it is, bro. It is.
mine's broken too.
Well, this is my brother who I know in the flesh. I know him more than I just know from
and I knew the guy BJ 33. They used his what you call him. It was, you know, so
hey, your show, bro.
Exactly. And I wouldn't tell you how to run yours at all. You know what I mean? But if he want to come in and just show me his face for 1 second, that's fine. I'll even do that for him because of you. But I just can't bring him in without seeing him first. Who else up in here? Melanie. Yeah, it was AJ64 that they cloned. You're right. They actually cloned AJ64. That's who it was, man. And I just knew it was AJ. I clicked them on. Dude pull a blicky out stroking it. I'm like, I can't believe this, man. What grown man beds himself around a bunch of other grown men? Strokey Stokey, what's going on, my guy? He said the blind wolf is in the building. Hey, the topic that I brought up, and we don't have to talk about this topic for a while. I mean, we talk about it real quickly, but it's always a conversation that people have. Sugar Ray Leonard and Floyd Mayweather, if they was to fight, what do y'all think about that fight, man?
Sugar would stop him.
Sugar would stop him. Okay. Why is that, Marv? Why would he stop him?
Man, Sugar was for real. He had the speed,
Mm-hmm.
he had the movements, he had the power, and like he was a great finisher. If he hurt you, you out of there, man.
That is so true. That is so true. That is so true, man. Definitely a big finisher, man.
Yeah.
Bruce.
Well, being an old timer, bro, I had the pleasure of seeing Sugar Ray Leonard live against Floyd Mayweather Sr.
Yeah. Wow. You was there?
I was fourth row. Yeah, bro. I was there.
Wow. I watched it on YouTube. I didn't actually see the fight.
Oh man, that was ABC's Wide World of Sports. It was only about 1,000 people in the Providence Civic Center. They said, "Hey, everybody, come on down to ringside. Let's make it look like a full house." And I snuck right down to the fourth row, man. I was sitting right looking at Howard Cosell. Marvin Hagler was sitting 3 seats over from me. I mean, it was good times, bro. But anyway, getting back to the point, Sugar Ray Leonard was 14-0 at the time. I think Mayweather was 15-1. Mayweather was number 4 in Ring Magazine, and he fought just like his son. If you watch Floyd Mayweather Jr. fight and you watch Floyd Mayweather Sr. early, same style, that same. I mean, if you didn't know it was Floyd Mayweather Sr. fighting, you'd think it was Jr. And the thing about Sugar Ray Leonard, he knew how to combat that style. He would cut the ring up, and it was a fight for 7 or 8 rounds. They were going back and forth, but Sugar Ray Leonard, not like a lot of Floyd's opponents, he had the ability, like Marvin said, when he hurt you, you saw the hawk in the eye come out. He went for the kill. And like I said, I'm in the fourth row and I'm watching him, and I'm watching this guy all of a sudden turn with Bruce Lee hand speed, and the look of somebody just goosed his mama. I mean, he was mad. It was personal. And I don't think Floyd Mayweather Jr. could stand up for that. And Floyd Mayweather Jr., he was at the fight too. He was a baby. The whole Mayweather clan was sitting at ringside, and then Floyd was a little baby in the swaddling clothes, man. But
wow,
ain't nobody going to convince me that Junior could beat prime Sugar Ray Leonard, man. He was just too much talent, too much power, just different level. And he, that's the way I see it.
Man, I appreciate that story, man. To actually have been in that event, man. Because I'm gonna tell you, Floyd was doing well early. He was doing well early,
Yeah.
But you know how Ray is, man. Ray
Yeah, Ray
shift
turned it
gears.
up, man. He turned it up, and
Ray
he
shift
finished him
gears.
off, man.
Tommy, talk to me. What do you think?
Well, if they fought, Ray's lowest fighting weight was 147, so they would have had to fight at welterweight for one. Ray
Mm-hmm.
would be the bigger man. I always said about Floyd Mayweather, Floyd will never lose to a smaller man. Right now, you going into it with a bigger man in Sugar Ray Leonard, who got not only the equal hand speed, he got footwork to keep up with Floyd Mayweather.
Mm-hmm.
Like Floyd can't go nowhere. He got that lateral movement. Sugar
Mm-hmm.
Ray would have been right with him, right on top of him, right on side, and volume was just too much. I think he would have ran Floyd right out the ring, just like he did his daddy.
Yeah.
Yeah, you know what? I can't argue with y'all fellas, man. I totally agree that Ray would have beat Junior without a doubt,
Mm-hmm.
man. And
Yeah.
yeah, for sure, for sure. We had a conversation recently on the Hangout, and it was talking about the fight that did happen. It wasn't a fantasy fight. Hagler versus Ray. I want to go back and find out who did you all have winning that particular fight. I'm gonna start with Tommy this time.
I had Sugar Ray Leonard winning that fight and clearly. First of all, Hagler gave up the first 2 rounds. That's you down 2 rounds off the rip, 0-2 off the rip early in the fight.
Mm-hmm.
Secondly, this version of Hagler, he seemed like he couldn't get off as quick as he used to get off. Like he couldn't pull the trigger. That nerve muscular reaction, that fast reaction time seemed
Mm-hmm.
to be gone. You know what I'm saying? Like he seemed to be about 70% of himself, if that. You know what I mean? If he was 100%, I think he would have. Sugar Ray Leonard to me is the best. Sugar Ray Leonard to me at 147 is the most complete fighter I ever seen. He's my favorite fighter. But I think if Hagler was 100% in his prime, he would have beat all living hell out of Sugar Ray Leonard. However, he wasn't. And during the exchanges, Sugar Ray got off quicker, he got off cleaner, and he got out of there. You know what I'm saying? He not only he mastered ring, you talk about ring generalship,
Mm-hmm.
he mastered that term ring generalship in that fight. And I think he won that fight clearly. I think he probably won about 8 rounds to 4.
Okay. Bruce, Hagler was from your way. Are we gonna
Oh,
get some biasness from you, or talk to me? Who won that fight?
love the man. He's looking over my shoulder every day, bro. But you know, I watched when I watched the fight. I don't watch a fight a lot. A lot of people, I watched that fight 9 times. I watched that fight 20 times. I watch a fight once, but this fight I have watched several times. But when I watched it once, I just thought that Sugar Ray Leonard, he had the mind game over Hagler at the time. Hagler was desperate for that fight. Hagler was giving Ray all these concessions. Hagler was he cut. I mean, he did things that a champion shouldn't have to do because he just wanted that fight. He thought it was going to be easy. Sugar Ray Leonard, he's a very, very cerebral fighter. I made money on Sugar Ray Leonard because I know Sugar Ray Leonard was just too smart to get into Hagler's game. And Hagler wanted Ray Leonard to come in and exchange, but Ray was too smart for that. And when Hagler got close, pop, 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 the Uzi came off. The shooter, whatever you want to call it, but it was enough to impress those judges. And I just thought that Sugar Ray Leonard, he stole that fight. He came out of that fight as hands raised, and I mean, I would have loved to seen a rematch because Hagler, everything he did wrong, maybe he could have done right. I don't know. Hagler was overwhelmed by that loss, and he never fought again. God bless his soul. 2 days ago, he passed away. It'll be 4 years. Same day as my dearest brother, J.R. Chauvin. And you know, I mean, I get emotional when I start thinking about these things. But man, that fight right there, Sugar Ray Leonard, he had Marvin Hagler's number that night, and he clearly won the fight.
Was you there?
No, I wasn't there. I was right here, though. I was watching that sucker right like I'm watching you guys right now.
All right, Marv, who won that fight to you?
I felt that that Hagler won it, and Sugar just stole it. because in the last 30 seconds of every round, Ray would score a 30-40 piece.
You're right. He
You know,
shoots time.
yeah, and I'm saying, the judges always, recognize what they last see. So I'm saying it was a very, very good fight, but Sugar stole it.
Yeah, okay, all right. Mr. Will, welcome.
What's happening, fellas? Sorry about being late.
Mr. Will,
Good to see you. I
How
got
about just saying you as well?
got two questions for you. The first question was Leonard versus Floyd Jr. Who do you think would have won that fight?
Man, I always conceptualize that fight, man. And honestly, I have to lean towards Leonard. I mean, until proven otherwise.
It can never be proven.
Yeah.
But I gotta go with Leonard on that one, man. Because at least one thing's for sure, Leonard was a great finisher. And if he buzzed Floyd, and like you say, for instance, he had heard him like Shane Mosley heard him, they would have been hitting the showers after that.
Okay. Let's the next fight that we just talked about, Leonard against Hagler. Who won that fight in your eyes?
Like everybody said, Sugar stole it, but it to me personally, it didn't live up to the hype because I was expecting something totally different than what we got. Hagler didn't come out there and fight his normal fight, and that's where he blew the whole fight. He came out there and fought orthodox, and Sugar traditionally had problems with southpaws, so he gave up a lot right there. I'm talking about Hagler. He gave up a lot when he came out conventional for the whole fight.
Yeah, I personally didn't see the Hagler I was used to seeing.
That's what
I didn't see him.
But style make fights.
That's so true.
And
gotta make
Leonard could have not let him fight the way he usually fight.
So you feel the Leonard might have took his weapons, Hagler best weapon away from him?
Yeah.
It looked like a conscious decision to me.
So what I'm saying, sometimes you got to give Leonard the credit too, because he didn't give him what he usually would see.
Yeah,
he was counter punching a whole lot, and he wasn't really moving that much. But with that speed that he had, them combinations and stuff, that he was working out with that.
Yeah. Yeah, not many people really tried to box with Hagler. For some reason, everybody fell into the trap and tried to brawl with him, and you weren't going to beat him like that.
No, you definitely wasn't going to beat Hagler that way, man, at all.
Leonard coming too Leonard was on a 3-year hiatus too. He was coming back from off too. So a lot of people didn't even give him a chance against the number one pound for pound in the world.
That's true.
Yeah,
And
3 years.
when I was,
I mean, I think Ray treated that fight like an amateur fight, man. He was just going straight for the points, man.
Yeah, he did.
He did.
When I was watching that fight.
What do you say, Tommy?
Now, when I was watching that fight, one of the things that always stood out to me is that Hagler couldn't pull the trigger as quick as he used to. It's like he got old overnight. It's like that John the Beast Mugabe fight took something out of him. I think Marvin was over the hill at that point. Like that was the straw that broke the camel back. He just couldn't, like, that muscle reaction time, that fast reaction. That's what we lose when we get older, man. And that's what I seen in that fight. He just couldn't react as quick, and Sugar Ray was just getting off faster. He was beating him to the punch, and he was finishing. You know what I mean? And it was.
So let me ask you a question.
That's when I say that style make fights. You know what I'm saying? He wasn't allowing him to do what he normally do.
But like Tommy said, I do agree that a lot of that was reflex that night. The reflexes just weren't there. He didn't, like he said, he didn't have that reaction time. It just wasn't there.
Do y'all think that Ray seen something?
Yeah, yeah.
Hold on,
He saw something.
It's a two-part question. It's a two-part
That's
question.
why it took the fight.
Right. That's what I was gonna. Did he see something, or
Yep.
did he come back for money? Which one was it?
No, he saw something.
Yeah.
He saw something with the Mugabe fight. He was sitting right there that night in the audience. And after the fight, that's when he made up his mind to fight him.
Yo, I don't know what he's seen, because if I would have seen that man take all the shots he took from Mugabe, come back and stop him, ain't no way in the world I want to fight that dude. So I don't know what Sugar Ray seen, but he seen something I ain't seen, man.
Well, this is the thing, though, Tommy. It's like this. And I can sum this up real quick. Hagler ate a lot of shots that night, a lot of hard punches. He really did. And if it was anybody else, maybe that night it might have been a different result. It's for Mugabe. But Hagler just, he was made from granite, man. He couldn't put a dent in this guy. So but he ate a lot of shots. And Sugar said, okay, I can touch him.
Yeah, because he knew it was faster than him.
Yeah, way faster. He was.
Yeah.
All right. Shout out to the chat, man. I see some more people that came in the building. I see my guy Lewis 4500 is in the building. Jareel Hottie's in the building. Furman Garrett is in the building. Tim Layton, my twin, is in the building. What's up, Tim? Who else up in here? Okay, yeah, that's all the new people I see that then came in the building so far. I got another one, man. Now, I love getting you all's thoughts on particular fights, man, because you all, man, y'all know boxing, man. I'm just keeping it real. And the fight that got away from us that never happened, we might even talked about it before, but the Ray Leonard and Hawk fight, we never got that fight, man. What do you think, man? I'm gonna start with Mr. Will on this one, man. What do you think about that fight, Mr. Will?
That one there would have been a time capsule fight. It would, you know how they say sometimes they'll leave certain artifacts.
Mm-hmm. Uh-oh, what happened?
In a time capsule. I just had a call. Hopefully that didn't mess up my feed or anything.
No,
They say they'll put certain things in a time capsule. Well, that fight has to go in. That fight, I mean, it would have went in if it would have taken place. But I truly believe that it's a good chance. See, you got to remember, I always have to go back to the black battle. I had to go back to the black belt. If he had Panama Lewis in his corner and this guy wasn't above anything, I mean, he might throw a little salt in the opponent's eyes or something. He was a dirty dude, man. Anytime he would take the padding out another fighter's glove, the job is risky enough as it is for him to do that. I mean, I don't put anything past him. And then the thing, it was always going to be up in the air about the black bottle. Not that bottle, the other bottle with the Arguello fight. Even though he had the reflexes, he was the bigger man, all that stuff, and he definitely had punching power. But we have seen Pride get dropped by lesser fighters.
And roll over and get back up like nothing happened.
That's what I'm saying. He do a shoulder roll, get right back up.
They didn't even count that knockdown.
He wouldn't even let the ref count. For real. That's what I'm saying. And these were like club fighters that were doing this to him. They weren't really world-class guys. These were guys you saw at one time, you never saw again. So I think it's just questionable. But it would have been great to find out what would have happened if it was on the up and up. I would have had to, definitely I would have had to check his gloves and all that, of course. I would have had to because check everything in his corner, make sure it was on the up and up. Then yeah, let's go.
Marv, talk to me about that one.
it would be like a toss up because I compare the Sugar. Remember when he fought Tommy Hearns
Yes.
in the amateurs for the
Yeah.
championship and man he gave the Tommy Hearns, man.
Hmm.
You know, and Tommy Hearns was big and tall like he was in the pros.
Yeah.
So, you know, it would be a good fight. And I
Wait, but who
really
you talking
think
about, Mom? You talking about Sugar or Earn Pride?
I'm talking about when
You talking about
when
Earn
Tommy
Pride?
Hearns fought Earn Pride in the
Right, right,
amateurs
right.
in the
I thought
Golden
you
Glove
said
Championship.
Sugar, but I thought you were talking about Earn. That's why I wanted you to correct
Yeah,
me. Yeah, I figured that.
yeah.
Yeah, you're right.
And I'm saying, man, you know, uh I think he would have gave Sugar a great go, man.
Yeah, yeah, definitely. The
And
dude can
Sugar was
box.
smart for avoiding that fight, man. And he knew Sugar knew something, man. Because you know he don't
Yeah, which is true.
usually avoid fights, you know.
But he may have also known how
Hey, Mr.
dirty.
Will, Mr. Will, everybody had their
Yeah,
times.
which is true. Yeah. I'm sorry about the excuse me. You're right.
Yeah, let everybody have their time.
Yeah, you're right.
Go ahead, Mom.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying it'd have been a real good fight, man. And I think some kind of way Sugar would have pulled it out.
Mm. Okay, okay.
Mhm.
Bruce.
Okay. Now this fight came very close to happening.
Mm-hmm.
I was told by somebody who was on the scene
Mhm.
the the story with this fight. See, Aaron Pryor, he's from Ohio, Cleveland area. He had a manager named Buddy LaRosa. He's a mobster down there. Owned a bunch of pizza joints, and he was doing he was doing deals behind Aaron Pryor's back to get this fight signed. Aaron Pryor said, I want $1 million." I'm sorry, Aaron Pryor said, "Get this fight signed.
Mhm.
Get me $750,000. I'll take the fight." Buddy De La Rosa wanted $1 million. He turned the contract down. See the fight with with Aaron Pryor and Alexis Aguayo in Florida. That was supposed to be Aaron Pryor and Sugar Ray Leonard, but Sugar Ray Leonard, it was too much bullshit going on for him. He didn't want to get involved with it, so he was out of it. But that fight came very close to happening. But this is once again, this is the dirty dealings of boxing. Now the fight itself, I think it would have been a mismatch because Aaron Pryor was a lightweight and he couldn't get a title at 135, so he moved up to 140. That's the only reason he was a 140 pounder. And like you said, he was getting knocked down by lesser fighters. Sugar Ray Leonard was a legitimate 147 pounder. I think Leonard would have overwhelmed him. Aaron Pryor only fought once at 147 when he made one of his comebacks. Because Aaron Pryor, drugs got the best of his career. He was on the crack pipe. He would have been such a greater fighter without it. But one of his comebacks before that welterweight, when he came back after, I think he had a few years out of the ring, more than a few years, and he fought Bobby Joe Young and he got knocked out for the only loss of his career, the only time he was ever stopped, and that was at 147. So I think the fight would have been a mismatch, but it would have been a hell of a fight. I mean, Pryor, he would have got knocked down, got back up. It would have been, I mean, one of these Mexican wars almost, because Leonard would get down in the trenches with a small guy like that. I don't think he would have fucked around and danced around. So it would have been a hell of a fight, but it almost happened, man. You know, I lived through it and I watched it, and like I said, I think the outcome, Leonard would have knocked him out, and maybe Leonard would have even gotten knocked on his ass too. It would have been that kind of a fight, but Leonard was just too big for Aaron Pryor.
Tommy.
Yeah, that's a hell of a matchup, man. Aaron Pryor with his swarming style. I could have seen him giving Leonard problems the way Maidana gave problems to Floyd Mayweather, right? Coming from them awkward angles, swarming, a lot of overhand shots. But Sugar Ray Leonard was too pinpoint accurate, and again with the footwork, man, his footwork was too good. His hands were too accurate. I think I think I think I think Aaron Pryor would have gave him all he got, would have pushed him to his limits. But I think Sugar Ray would end up stopping around the 9th, 10th, 11th round. But I do believe Sugar Ray would have to give that man a severe beating to stop him, because you ain't just gonna stop Aaron Pryor. And the second, I don't know if y'all seen the documentary Assault in the Ring about Luis Resto that had Panama Lewis in his corner. Now he said when he's talking about, yo, pass me that special water, the one I mixed up,
Mm-hmm.
or the water bottle he mixed up. He said what he was putting in the water was asthma medication, which opens your lungs up. Now I can tell you, as someone with asthma, someone who works out, someone who runs, if I use my asthma pump before I run or before I work out, I get off to a faster start and I could just go because it opens your lungs up. So if that's what he was putting in the water, that was brilliant. That was genius, man. Genius.
It's nothing supposed to be in the corner but water, though, Tommy. You know that.
I know. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying it was right what he did, but that was brilliant. That was that was some smart. That was a smart move, man. I'm trying not to curse. Oh, Jay, you see this, Jay? Jay, you see this, Jay?
Ah, yeah, that looks familiar. I appreciate that. Yes, indeedy, man. Moving to what's going on now, man. You know, we had that rematch recently, Bivol versus Beterbiev. But yet, the WBC has made Benavidez the mandatory for this fight now for him to fight Bivol. But recently, Eddie Hearns came out and said that that fight hasn't even been negotiated at all. And we've been seeing some fake news and everything where people talked about this fight is almost a done deal, this, that, and the third. But they're talking about running it back again, man. I'm going to play this real quick for y'all.
Of course, not just from the ring, but people were saying it was going to happen, then it was called off, then it was going to happen again. And there's been a lot of that lately. Any idea?
It's never been happening. It's never been close. Like, there's never been any conversations, but it's a great fight, and we don't rule it out. Ultimately, His Excellency has given us 4 fights around the world, you know, particularly obviously in Saudi Arabia, and great opportunities. And whatever he says is next, we will do. And if he wants us to fight Benavidez, we'll fight Benavidez. My gut feeling is he'll want to make the trilogy, so we'll see.
Got it.
Yeah, so my question is to y'all, man. Do you want to see this again? And do y'all think it could be a different outcome? Mr. Will, you shaking your head, so we're going to let you go with it first.
No, I don't want to see it again. The first 2 fights look like I said last week, wash, rinse, repeat. It was just a cut and paste of the first fight. It looked exactly the same. I think, like everybody said, I think Bivol technically won the first fight. And this time, he just got the decision that he was supposed to get the first time. But it's not that it looked really any different. What's his name? Beterbiev doesn't have the wheels to keep up with him, and Bivol knows that. Beterbiev's problem now is his legs. You see, he has his knees bandaged up and all that all the time. He can't move like that. He has to have a guy that's willing to stand right in front of him to look good.
Okay, well, I'll give you a third part. If they did make the Benavidez versus Bivol, who would you think would win?
Bivol.
Why?
You know, the first time I was going with Benavidez, but I mean, I was going, Beterbiev. I was going with Beterbiev, but now, no.
Why you say that?
Because of what I just said. Beterbiev really has problems keeping up with him.
I'm talking about Bivol versus Ben. Okay. I'm talking about Bivol versus Benavidez.
Oh, Benavidez and Bivol would be interesting, but I like Benavidez for that.
Oh, okay.
I like Benavidez for that.
Marvin, would you want to see Bivol and Beterbiev again?
No.
Okay, all right. And if Benavidez and Bivol fought, who would you think would win that fight?
The referee.
The referee? Why is that, Mom?
No, I'm saying it's like the same stuff started all over again, man. You know, Bivol, And what? He's in his mid-30s, late 30s,
Mm-hmm.
and but the ball skill level ain't really like that. So what I'm saying, I think we'll see the same thing. You
No, I'm
know.
talking about if he fought Benavidez now, a whole new fight. Benavidez, not Better Be.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Uh,
the young
yeah,
guy.
it'd be a good fight.
Who you think
It'd
will
be a
win
good
that
fight.
one? Who you think will win that one?
What's the name? Benavidez?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I like
Look,
Benavidez.
Okay.
Benavidez, yeah.
Bruce, what you got on that one, man? You want to
Which
see? Would you want to see Benavidez versus? I mean, Better Be and Bivol 3?
No, personally, I've seen enough of him. I think Beterbiev is starting to go downhill now. I think age has caught up with him. Bivol and Benavidez, I think that'd be a good fight, man. I'll lean towards Bivol with his skills, but Benavidez, tough guy, man. I don't even know if he'll make 175. It'll be that close. But the thing about now they're starting to make fights fast. So
I love it.
if they dictate a trilogy, do it in 3 months. Yeah, I'll go for it, and let Benavidez have the winner. I mean, just keep the good fights happening. But I think Bivol will come out on top in the trilogy.
Tommy.
I don't want to see the fight again because Beterbiev is just getting older. I possibly see Bivol stopping him if they fought again. So I want to see Benavidez versus Bivol. In one sense, I think Bivol got the footwork to make it more of an amateur contest. Stay on the outside, stick the jab, keep it moving. But Benavidez has showed, man, that he's a very educated fighter, and I think he'd be able to make that ring small. And if he could cut that ring off, there's one thing Bivol don't got, and that's the inside game. He could fight at mid range, he could fight at outside. He don't got that inside game. And if Benavidez cut the ring off and get inside on him, he's gonna make it a rough night. And I'm taking the youth. And he's a bigger man. Benavidez is the bigger man in that fight. I'm taking Benavidez.
All right. Shout out to the chat. I see we had the founder Wim Old School in the building, one part of Angry White Man, and we also have D1. The other half of Angry White Man is in the building. Salute to the fellas. Also, we got Al Booger, the professor, in the building. Salute to Al Booger. Good to see y'all fellas in the building. Curly J, I don't know if I spoke to you, Curly J. Good to see you up in here. Let me see if there's anybody else. Okay. Yeah, with that particular fight, Bivol versus Benavidez, I'm getting to the point now where I just don't think I can go against Benavidez anymore, man. I mean, this kid, man, is showing me more and more wrinkles to his game every fight, man. I'm seeing more and more and more. And my understanding, they have sparred a lot. And what I've heard that majority of those times, Benavidez won those, but that's sparring. You know, somebody could have been working on something totally different. So, you know, it is what it is. But nah, I think it'll be an amazing fight that probably could end up being a trilogy. But I'm gonna go with the youngster, man. I'm gonna go with Benavidez for some reason, man. Because this kid, and I like both of them, man. I like both of these guys, man. I was for Bivol every time he fought Beterbiev. You know what I mean? I thought he won the first one. He definitely won the second one. And if they was to fight again, I'm like, I think Mr. Will said he probably will stop him this time, you know. So yeah, man, I just can't bet against Benavidez no more, man. And then the old cliche, it's a young man's game, man. It's a young man's game. And what he's 25, something like that.
Yeah, he is.
He hasn't even got in his damn prime yet, man. With his funny built self, man. he got the dad body for sure.
Bivol's only 34. It's not like he's ancient, so he's not
ancient, but he's 9 years older than Bivol, though.
And he been getting beat on.
Benavidez. I apologize. What did you say, Marv?
He been getting beat on.
That's a
That
question.
makes a difference too when you're getting beat on, man.
Well, we definitely know that Bivol been getting beat on because those
Yeah.
last two fights, Beterbiev did land hands on him. You know, I mean, without a doubt, man. And they said that boy is bone crushing power. That you know, I just don't know why Turkey keep wanting to see that fight over and over and over. I don't know.
I think he's looking for a certain result that he's not getting yet.
Yeah.
That's what it is.
Great point. Maybe he's looking to see a stoppage.
Yeah.
Or maybe he didn't already promise them if both of y'all won one fight that I'll have a tiebreaker with the third fight.
Yeah.
Because I can't see any other reason why to keep running this fight over and over and over. You know what I'm saying? So,
No.
All right, I got a question.
Just getting older, man.
For sure. This year, what fight are you all very interested in seeing this year, man? If they can give you any fight this year, what fight would that be? I'm gonna start with Tommy. And why?
Virgil Ortiz, if they make the fight, Virgil Ortiz and Murtazaliev. Listen, Virgil Ortiz, if you didn't believe in Virgil Ortiz before, you believe in him now after what he did to Madrimov, man. Virgil Ortiz is one of the best body punches in the game. His left hook to the body is crazy. You know, he moves in straight lines, but he also moves from the waist and he moves his head. So even though he moves on a straight line, he's not just a stationary target. And Murtazaliev, man, look what he did to Tim Tszyu. He demolished him, man. He looked like Drago from the Rocky movie. I must break you. Like yo, he was serious. That fight right there is the most interesting fight to me.
Okay.
Yeah.
Mr. Will.
I agree.
That's the fight you would like to see?
Yeah, that would be interesting. I didn't have that in mind, but at the time he said it, I had to agree. That would be a great fight. That would be a really great matchup.
Bruce.
Oh man, I'm a heavyweight man. You know, I love heavyweight action. I would like to see Parker and Dubois. I'm really looking forward to seeing that clash.
Okay.
I mean, the fights just keep on coming. I'm even one of those weirdos that are looking forward to seeing Canelo and Bud fight.
I'm starting to like that fight. Now, man, because I'm seeing more potential. And I'm going to tell you, I was against this fight, and I felt though that Canelo would win this fight. But now I'm a little bit on the fence on this one now, man, for particular reasons. But we're going to finish it. Marv, if they can give you any fight this year, which fight would you want?
Girl, you know what I'm talking about, man.
You tell everybody else.
No, what I'm saying, I'm kind of concentrating on, you know, my guy going over to Dubai, getting in the rankings, making some money, and being one that we'll be talking about here on the show.
Well, people that don't know who your guy is, can you tell them who your guy is?
Oh yeah, well my guy is Ahmed Muhammad Jones. We call him Mojo, and we get ready to go to Dubai. There's a tournament that they're having over there, and he's a 140 pounder, and got a good chance of getting in the top in the rankings and maybe getting ready for a title shot, man. So you know that's what I'm concentrating on right now.
Can you tell me a little bit about that tournament? I hear people knocking it down, saying it's taking the traditional boxing away. I mean, I'm hearing some nasty things. I'm saying, nah. Sit back and let's see what's happening. So, I mean, you're pretty much firsthand here. What's going on with this tournament? How are they running it?
Well, it's a tournament, right? That is for young guys coming up. You know, you can't have no more than 15 fights, and you gotta be 26 years old and under. You know, so is for the up and coming guys, you know, that's really busting out. Ain't going to make a big difference. There's a new crew coming out.
Going to be 8
and they
rounders,
give
or
you a chance.
is it going to be 10
What was that?
rounders, 8 rounders, 3-minute
It's going to
rounds?
start off. It's going to start off 6 rounds, 8 rounds, 10 rounds, and 12 rounds in the finals.
3-minute rounds too, right?
Yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, because I'm hearing all kind of people. People are spreading all kind of bullshit around. They're like
Yeah, and
acting
that's
like
all it is. That's all it is, man.
no, this is good. Tournaments are good, and plus they're bringing these fight exposure, bringing them to Dubois.
Right.
Great training facilities, man. What?
Right.
How can anybody say that this is bad for boxing, bro? This is putting boxing on an elite level, man.
Right. Right. You know, so
production.
after we win the tournament, then you'll see the results of it.
I like that. I like
Now,
that.
is this going to be? Are we going to be able to watch this on Ring Magazine channel or pay per view, or you think
It might be on Dan's.
on the
It
zone?
might be on the zone or whatever you doing.
I'm like you, man. I was calling it dance for a long time till I got slapped.
I don't understand how it's the zone.
I don't see the oil in it.
Yeah, it looked like dancing to me. You know? You know, so I don't know.
Justin James, brother, thank you for agreeing with me. Not too many people do that. I'm kind of an outcast around here, bro. You know, I think fighters have to fight. So,
okay, YSM Sports Media said we got a kid from here in the tournament. Also, his name is Isaiah Johnson. What weight class is he fighting? Jamil. Put it in the chat for us. BBO is in the building. Salute the BBO Boxing TV #STN. We got YSM Sports Media in the building. But yeah, man, this is another turkey production. And I think it's good, man, because they're giving these young guys exposure. You know what I mean?
I'm looking at Isaiah Johnson now, 11-0, 7 knockouts, fighting out of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, man.
Oh, he's 140.
That's the beauty part about this internet, man. We can just cut it, hit the Google thing, box rec, and bang, we can bring a fighter's record up, see where they're coming from. I mean, this is great stuff. We're truly in the information age over here. This is boxing whole new level. This is not our boxing OGs. This is the new stuff.
Yeah, man. Since you coming from the Stone Age, man, it makes sense that you're so excited about it.
Oh yeah, man! I'm gonna have to get a heart transplant to make it through this one. Put me on first, baby.
You talk about the Stone Age. When I came out of prison, I did 27 years in prison. I came out of prison in 2018. You know how many fights I didn't see that I only read about? And now I had this phone. I just type in any Ike Cortez versus Oscar De La Hoya, Sugar Shane Mosley versus Oscar De La Hoya. All I watched was fights, and fights, man. You know, it's funny, when I first came out, I met a dude that he did 35 years in prison. He told me, he said, when I was a kid, I wish I had all the knowledge in the world because I knew I would have all the power. He pulled the phone out of his pocket and he held it up. He said, now we have all the knowledge in the world. And he's the one who taught me how to use the phone. You know what I'm saying?
Wow.
And I watched mad boxing for weeks and weeks and weeks.
Hey, Marv, the kid that YSM is talking about, the guy Isaiah, he's in your boy's division. He's 140.
Oh, well, I'm saying, I'm sorry.
We'll be friends afterwards on the flight home, right?
Yeah, I'm sorry. You know.
B Dog is in the building. Salute the B Dog, man. That's what's up. I love the competitive nature, man. We got a kid from Baltimore, we got a kid from Philly, and they going to Dubai and fight, man. Come on. You can't beat that, man. You can't beat that, man.
East Coast is representing strong.
Yeah, for sure, man.
Yeah.
That is amazing, man.
Yeah.
And y'all are amazing, man. The wealth of knowledge that's on this panel, man, I love, and I love piquing you all's interest, man. And I'm gonna tell you, William Old School gave us this idea, man. And I'm gonna tell you, that was an excellent idea, man. Cause people come in, and I mean, come on, we just heard Bruce talk about how he was on the 4th row of Sugar Ray Leonard versus Floyd Mayweather Sr., man. He was actually there, you know what I mean? I mean, he was also there when Jesus said, let there be light, and Bruce hit the switch.
Hey,
You
I
know?
was also in the 4th row for King versus Abel too. So
Hey, Jay. I was
Yeah.
at Sugar Ray Leonard's first fight in Baltimore, man, at the
Wow.
Civic Center.
Wow. What you do, Mr. Will? What you
Well, my highlight of my thing was watching the fight with Greg Page. I mean, you know, that and meeting Michael Spinks and talking with him, talking his ears off, and you know, talking to Joe Frazier, you know. So yeah, I've had some
Hey,
moments.
Will, wasn't that down Michael's 8th Avenue?
No, that was over at Capital One. It was. I tell you
Oh,
what,
okay.
it was the Petway Simon Brown car.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
You know what? I'm gonna top all of this. I actually got in the ring with Muhammad Ali.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
So you just one upped everybody. Okay.
I think I told the story. I think I was 8 or 9 years old.
Wow.
He came to DC and he was fighting Mr. Tooth Decay. And after the fight was over, it was exhibition. I got in the ring, man, and they took a picture, man. And you know, but I actually got in the ring with the champ.
Hey, Jay, check this out.
What's that?
I had a chance to go in the dressing room when Hudson Rockman fought up in Jersey. Remember when he got that big knot on his head?
That was Holyfield.
Evander Holyfield.
Holyfield. Yeah. So look, when he was fighting, my man, brother Lewis Butler, we start walking down. We got as far as the corner. He grabbed the bucket and he gave me the robe. He said, "Come on, man." And we went right back in the dressing room, right? And we was at the press conference in the dressing room.
That was smart, man. That was smart to grab the bucket and the robe.
Yeah, he grabbed the bucket and his robe. And we walked like we was part of the team, man.
That's right.
Wow.
And went on in the back to the press conference afterwards.
There you go, man. And you can only get this on the Old Timers channel, man. Well, it is definitely that time. It's 9:03, man. And I ain't ate dinner yet. I'm gonna eat dinner and I'm going to bed, man. Yeah, I know somebody in the chat gonna say, Jay, you eat this late? Hell yeah. But before we get out of here, man, I'm gonna do a round robin real quick. People y'all let people know where they can get at you on your social media or whatever else you want to say before you get out of here. We're gonna start with the new guy, Tommy.
On social media, y'all can see me on Instagram. On Instagram at Coach Tommy _fitness. Also at Real Prison Talk _with Tommy. And I'll be on Instagram. And before I go, I just want to shout out the panel. I appreciate y'all for growing them gray beards. Y'all got me up here looking so young, man. This is the only place in the world I feel young. I appreciate it, man.
All righty. Well, we're gonna go ahead and go next to Seldom Seen. I say Mr. Will looked like the guy from the movie Penitentiary. His name was Seldom Seen with that big old I remember Seldom Seen.
No.
Go look him up, man.
I never saw Penitentiary.
Yeah, that was the movie Penitentiary with Leon Isaac Kennedy.
Yeah.
And I think the guy was his trainer. He had a big beard like yours, man.
He did.
Yeah, okay, talk to me.
Well, in my case, I once again want to apologize to everybody for interrupting sometimes, but I get so excited and I gotta get that point out right then and there, you know. But I don't mean any harm to anybody. But and I gotta say, prayers up to Iran Barkley. I heard he had a stroke.
Oh wow!
Oh man.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's in the hospital right now.
All right. Well, Mob, what you got for us?
Yeah, I suggest we just stay informed and keep it going. You know, I'm excited about my Dubai trip. And I think we're gonna come back and win them.
All right.
I'm on.
All right. Cut him loose, Bruce.
Hey, always fun talking to the youngsters up here, man. When Tommy was talking about that gray beard, man, I haven't grown a freaking beard since the 90s, man. And my wife says, when you grow one? I said, I'll grow one. And now he's getting me thinking, man, I think I'm going to hack this sucker off, man. I'm looking at myself, and I look like a fucking old man up here like the rest of you. So I'm going to.
Yeah, because you is. Fuck you, old man. Actually, you're the senior of the old timers.
That's true, man. I've been around the sun 70 times already. So
wow.
but we're working on a few more. That's the thing, man. There's so much future happening in the boxing, and being able to have this internet going on like we are, man. Even like Tommy was isolated from boxing. Even us, man. If there was fights going on, we'd have to go buy the Ring magazine or Boxing Illustrated, and that information was like 3 or 4 months old. So this is the golden era. I mean, shit, man. We're hearing everything. We're getting backstage. We're right at ground zero. So I'm definitely excited. Definitely keeping my heart pumping.
When you played that part in the Flintstones, how old were you, Bruce?
39 years old.
Well, listen in, y'all, man. I appreciate everybody that pulled up and checked us out tonight, man. And we'll be right back at y'all next Sunday, doing it again, God willing, and the creek don't rise, man. So I appreciate Lottie Dot and everybody. And again, we thank William Old School, man, for giving up this great idea. And maybe one day we'll get his old ass up here and actually be in the channel, man. You dig? So other than that, man, I appreciate everybody that pulled up on us in the chat. I salute you all. I thank you all. Hey, I'm going to be right back at y'all tomorrow morning at 8:10. So don't meet me there. Beat me there, y'all. And other than that, it's your boy Jay Hardcore Boxing News. And the old timers, we out of here.
Yeah.
Hey, how you turn this damn thing off, y'all? And we out.